What's your name?
My name's Jack.
Jack.
Carroll.
And how old are you?
14 years.
And tell me a little bit more about you.
I'm a professional gymnast. My name's Jack Cowell, I'm 14, and today I'm going to be doing a bit of stand-up comedy. I've had cerebral palsy since I was born, and yeah, basically, still got it, won't go away.
It's impossible for him to move around without some kind of aid, either a wheelchair or a walking frame. That seems to be the least of his worries. His big worries are whether his jokes make people laugh or not.
I use my cerebral palsy in my act because in comedy, a lot of times your weaknesses are your strengths. It's like the elephant in the room, and then when you mention it, they go and they can relax and enjoy the rest of the funny jokes.
He wants to make people laugh and he wants to make something of his life, and yeah, I'm really proud of him.
I'm not looking to help people in need because I'm a horrible, selfish individual. But if people do find some comfort or some inspiration from what I do, then brilliant, bonus. I'm never going to be Usain Bolt, right? That's sorted. But maybe I can focus on my strengths, which is, you know, bring joy to the world.
All right, well, best of luck.
All right, cheers. Don't worry, I know what you're thinking. Harry Potter's had a nasty Quidditch accident. Do you know what I can't stand? Sorry, let me emphasise. Do you know what I can't stand? But look on the bright side. I've never had to queue at Disneyland. Now, I'm just going to throw a disclaimer out there. If I do get too energetic, please stop me. I want to keep my benefits. Otherwise, how would I heat the jacuzzi? I'm joking. It's a pool. I was at the cinema seeing the new James Bond film the other day, and it got me thinking, you know, maybe I would have liked to have had a go, you know, being James Bond, but obviously I'm a bit inhibited. Ah, Mr. Bond, I've been expecting you. No lift. But this isn't the first Britain's Got Talent event I've been to. I was actually at the live tour in Manchester, funnily enough, 2 years ago. And the staff, they couldn't have been more helpful, moving people out the way, getting us to a seat. And then when we finally got there, the view was just fantastic. And we sat down, and my sister, she tapped me on the shoulder, turned round, and I'll never forget this as long as I live. She said, "Jack, we are so lucky you're disabled. You cannot take her anywhere." Thank you very much. I've been Jack Cowell. Goodbye.
It's got a standing ovation as well.
Right, Jack. I'm going to have to go to David, first of all.
Jack, you are a comedy genius.
Thank you.
I wasn't as funny as you are 14. I'm not even as funny now as you are at 14 years old. It was incredible. Every joke was a winner.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
Jack, you made me laugh before the act even started, and
I know, I've got a funny face.
No, you just...
Jack, the thing that's great is nobody feels sorry for you. You're self-deprecating, you're hilarious, and I think you've got a huge future.
Well, I've got to tell you, Jack, you've got one of the most refreshing attitudes You made fun, you know, of what you've gone through, and you made it funny, which is really, really difficult. You've just got an incredible personality. And I'm really happy that I met you.
Thank you. Come on, 4 yeses.
Okay, David, yes or no?
It's a gigantic yes.
Alesha.
100% yes.
Amanda.
Yes for me, Jack.
Thank you.
Jack, you have. I think you know what's coming. 4 yeses.
Best gig ever.
Well done, that was brilliant.
I love him. You like
Brilliant.
him?
Yeah, he's really funny. You don't have to take his age or his cerebral palsy into consideration. He's just a really, really funny comedian.
Fantastic comments from the judges. 4 yeses.
Yes.
And a standing ovation from the crowd.
Something that I can't do. I think we were just rubbing it in.
What a great day.
Probably the best experience of my life. Simmer down. Any good yet? You're not cheering when I take you parking spaces right outside Tesco's. But Britain's Got Talent semis. What about that, eh? So it's great to be here. It's not the first reality TV show I auditioned for. I did audition for Strictly, but I heard nothing back. Apparently Brucey don't think it's for kids. Dig at the rival show there. I'm proud of myself. I had a bit of trouble getting to the venue tonight, actually. My mum got pulled over by the police because we were in such a rush. And the policeman said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, you don't understand. I've got to get to the Britain's Got Talent live shows." He said, "What do you think you are? Some kind of comedian?" But I'm pleased to be here tonight for more than one reason, and that reason is I'm off school this week. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I do like school, but it can be a very intimidating place. Just the other day, I was walking through the canteen, saw a mug on the table. It said, "Robert's mug, hands off." I thought, it's really not my cup of tea. A pun there for you. Enjoy that, because it's the last one. But the kids at school, they asked me, you know, what judges are you most afraid of? Probably have to be Judge Dredd, Judge Judy and Judge John Deed. They're the main ones, aren't they? Bit of gossip for you, actually, about the judges. They're replacing Simon next year with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un. But they're not letting him press the big red button. But right, if you think about it, they are very similar characters. One, a tyrannical dictator who forces crocodile tears from the eyes of his subjects. The other, the leader of North Korea. There's also been a lot of talk in the press recently about the Britain's Got Talent contracts, and I've got to say, it's really nothing. And I've got to say that because it's in the small print of my contract. Before I leave you tonight, can I just say, whatever happens, I've really enjoyed my time. I'm here, I'm at the show, I'm in London. And in London, I've been walking around a lot of the tube stations, seeing a lot of people collecting for charity. And I do try and do my bit for charity. I mean, I'm no Sir Bob Geldof, but I do try and do my bit. And I've recently started collecting some money for Scope, but then I figured, cut out the middleman. Good night. Oh, I'm on now. I didn't hear the introduction. Right, So, before I start, can I just say, my first joke, I'm going to run on and throw some eggs. That's been ruined. And so it begins. I'm a little bit nervous tonight, actually. I was going to ask the judges to turn the chairs round, but then again, that format would never work. Yeah, no, I've just lost a few votes from fans of The Voice there. No, but don't get me wrong, I do like The Voice, and one of the judges is Tom Jones. And one day, he's so old that I'm afraid they'll turn the chairs round and he'll have nodded off. Final of Britain's Got Talent, eh? Woohoo! Yes, we're on. But great year last year for Britain. Made me feel very proud to be British. And what with the Olympics and everything. And a load of people were saying, oh, you know, how are we going to pay for it? What's going to happen? And may I just cite Greece as an example? They hosted in 2004, and they're pretty much okay, aren't they? And there's also been a lot of talk about who's going to buy the Olympic Stadium. Apparently Simon Cowell's put a bid in. He's looking to downsize. Not such a great year last year for horses, what with the horse meat scandal. Ooh. I don't like that term, because a scandal implies something sordid. It's not like they found a load of horses in a nightclub toilet with a load of B-list celebs. But they've had to change the phrase horses for courses in the wake of the scandal. It's now horses for main courses. But what do you say to a horse before a big race? Because you can't exactly tell it to break a leg, can you? I think it's abhorrent that they destroy horses just for breaking the legs. Put them to good use and stick them in the Paralympic dressage. But, like, I'm so pleased to be here tonight, you know, for everyone who voted for me a couple of weeks ago and, you know, everything. I've just had a great time. And how I can go from, you know, people not knowing who I am to people asking me to do adverts. And obviously I said no, because I hate it when comedians do adverts. It makes me sick. That's why I use Barker's sickness tablets. I've also had a lot of people on the street coming up to me, and, you know, some of them says things like, oh, you've just got funny bones. It's a very serious medical condition, actually. Thank you, good night.